Ladies and gentlemen, what if I told you that everything you need for success is already inside you? What if I told you that the only thing standing between you and the life you desire is one decision, the decision to take control? Too many people wait. They wait for circumstances to change, for opportunities to appear, for someone to come and rescue them. But let me tell you this, life will never hand you power. You must take it. Nothing in life changes until you take full responsibility for where you are and where you're going. Ownership is the foundation of strength, success, and significance. When you refuse to take control of your own life, you become a prisoner of circumstances, waiting for someone else to decide your future. But when you step into ownership, everything shifts. You move from being a spectator to being the architect of your destiny. Many people blame their environment, their upbringing, their financial struggles, or even other people for their current situation. But the moment you say, I am responsible for my life, you unlock the power to change it. Ownership is not about blaming yourself for past failures or mistakes. It is about realizing that no one else is coming to rescue you. The day you stop waiting for external forces to change your life is the day you take back your power. If you look at the most successful individuals in history, leaders, innovators, and world changers, you will find a common thread. They refused to be victims of their circumstances. They took control. They made decisions. They own their failures as much as their victories. This mindset is what separates those who build great things from those who simply watch life happen. The truth is, your life will either be shaped by your decisions or by someone else's decisions for you. Ownership requires courage because it forces you to confront your own weaknesses. It demands that you stop making excuses and start taking action. It's easy to say, I can't do this because I wasn't given the right opportunities. But the real question is, what can I do with what I have? Ownership is about maximizing what is in your hands right now. If you have knowledge, use it. If you have time, invest it. If you have a vision, start building it. One of the biggest lies that keep people from stepping into ownership is the belief that they need permission to act. Society trains people to wait for the right moment, for someone to believe in them, for resources to show up. But history proves that those who truly take control of their lives do not wait, they act. They start with what they have, they build as they go. Taking ownership also means refusing to let emotions dictate your decisions. Feelings of doubt, fear, and insecurity will always be present. But strength is found in making decisions based on principles, not emotions. Discipline, responsibility, and commitment must be the guiding forces behind every action. If you do not own your mind, distractions will own it. If you do not own your time, others will waste it. If you do not own your vision, the world will dictate your future. The power to build a strong life begins with one decision: to take ownership. A builder does not start construction without a clear plan. He does not wake up and randomly place bricks, hoping something strong will emerge. He first sees the finished structure in his mind, then he creates a blueprint, gathers the right tools, and starts working with precision and patience. This is the mindset of a builder, and it is the same mindset required to build a strong life. Without intentionality, discipline, and vision, nothing great can be built. Everything in life that stands the test of time is built with purpose. Whether it is a business, a career, a family, or a legacy, the process of building requires patience, resilience, and the ability to see beyond temporary struggles. Weak builders look at problems and stop. Strong builders look at problems and find solutions. They understand that difficulties are a natural part of the process, not a reason to quit. A building is only as strong as the foundation it stands on, and a life is only as strong as the principles it is built upon. Many people live reactively, responding to whatever life throws at them instead of building something intentional. They drift through life without a plan, hoping that somehow things will work out. But builders do not operate on hope alone. They operate on action. They set goals, develop skills, and work on themselves daily. They do not wait for motivation to come. They cultivate discipline that keeps them moving forward even when they don't feel like it. Motivation is temporary, but discipline builds structures that last. A builder knows that progress is often invisible at first. Laying a foundation is slow and unglamorous, but it is essential. Many quit because they don't see immediate results. They start something, but when it gets hard or when results take time, they abandon the process. But strength is built in persistence. The most successful people in any field are not those who never faced obstacles, but those who kept building despite them. They trust the process, knowing that consistent effort will eventually produce something solid. But builders also understand the importance of using the right materials. In life, this means feeding your mind with wisdom, surrounding yourself with the right people, and investing in habits that strengthen you. If a builder uses cheap materials, the structure will collapse. Likewise, if you fill your mind with negativity, excuses, and distractions, your life will not stand strong. Every decision, every habit, every action is a brick in the structure you are building. You must choose wisely. The mindset of a builder is one of responsibility and perseverance. Builders do not blame circumstances, they create solutions. They do not seek shortcuts, they embrace the process. They do not wait for the perfect moment, they start where they are. Life rewards those who take action, who build with intention, and who refuse to quit. If you desire a strong future, you must think and act like a builder. Excuses are the greatest enemy of progress. They are the invisible chains that keep people stuck in the same place year after year, wondering why nothing is changing. Excuses give temporary comfort, but create long-term regret. They allow people to justify inaction, to shift blame, and to remain in a cycle of weakness. But the truth is, every excuse you make takes away a piece of your power. The moment you stop making excuses is the moment you take back control of your life. People who make excuses often don't realize they are doing it. They believe their reasons are valid. I don't have enough time. I wasn't given the right opportunities. I don't have the resources. But history has proven that time, resources, and circumstances are not the deciding factors of success. Mindset is. There are people who have started with nothing and built great things. There are people who have faced impossible odds and still risen above them. The difference between them and those who remain stuck is simple. They refused to let excuses define them. Excuses keep you weak because they remove the need for effort. If you convince yourself that something is impossible, you will never try. If you believe the obstacle is too big, you will never push forward. And if you always wait for the perfect conditions, you will never start. The strongest people in life are not those who had it easy, but those who fought through difficulty without looking for an easy way out. Strength is built in the absence of excuses. Eliminating excuses requires brutal honesty. It means looking at your life and admitting that if you are not where you want to be, it is because of the choices you have made. It is easy to blame circumstances, but true strength comes from taking full responsibility. If you don't have the skills, learn them. If you don't have the connections, build them. If you don't have the discipline, develop it. Excuses only serve as walls, blocking the path forward. When you remove them, doors begin to open. Fear often disguises itself as an excuse. People say they don't have time, but the real issue is that they are afraid to fail. They say they don't have the right resources, but deep down they doubt their ability to succeed. Instead of facing these fears, they hide behind excuses. But fear loses its power when you act despite it. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to move forward anyway. Success is simple. Do what is necessary even when it's uncomfortable. Those who eliminate excuses make progress. Those who cling to them remain stuck. You have to decide which path you will take. Every great achievement begins with a decision to stop making excuses and start taking action. The question is not whether you have what it takes. The question is whether you will stop making excuses and step into your potential. A structure is only as strong as its foundation. No matter how beautiful a building looks from the outside, if the foundation is weak, it will collapse under pressure. The same is true for life. Strength is not determined by appearance, talent, or temporary success. It is built on the unseen foundation of character, discipline, integrity, and faith. When challenges come, those without a strong foundation fall apart. But those who have built on unshakable principles stand firm. In a world that prioritizes speed and shortcuts, many people neglect the foundation of their lives. They want quick success, instant gratification, and effortless achievement. But anything built without a strong base is destined to fail. A person who achieves success without discipline will eventually lose it. A leader who rises without integrity will eventually fall. A relationship built on shallow emotions will not survive difficult times. True strength is not in how fast you rise, but in how well you are rooted. Building a strong foundation takes time and effort. It requires deep work, the kind that is not always visible to others. Just like a building's foundation is underground, the most important aspects of strength are often hidden. Your mindset, your values, your habits, and your resilience. The strongest people in history were not necessarily the most talented or the most privileged. They were the ones who took the time to develop their character, sharpen their discipline, and stand firm in their principles, even when it was difficult. One of the greatest tests of a strong foundation is adversity. When pressure comes, weak structures crumble, but strong ones remain standing. Hard times reveal what you are truly built on. If you are rooted in excuses, fear, or selfish ambition, the storms of life will shake you. But if you are rooted in wisdom, perseverance, and faith, no challenge will be able to break you. Strength is not about avoiding problems, it is about being unshaken in the face of them. People who build on a weak foundation often rely on external validation. They need approval, status, and comfort to feel secure. But when those things are taken away, they feel lost. Those with a strong foundation, however, do not depend on external factors for their stability. Their confidence comes from within. They have built a mindset of resilience, a heart of integrity, and a life of discipline. No matter what happens around them, they remain grounded. The process of building a strong foundation is not easy, but it is necessary. It requires making decisions based on long-term principles rather than short-term comfort. It means doing what is right even when no one is watching. It means refusing to compromise your values for temporary gain. Strength is not given, it is built. If you want to create something that lasts, you must start by strengthening your foundation. The storms of life will come, but when they do, will you stand or will you fall? The answer depends on what you are built upon. Growth is never comfortable. Anything that becomes stronger must first go through resistance. Muscles grow by being torn and repaired. Trees develop deeper roots by enduring storms. Diamonds are formed under intense pressure. The same principle applies to life. Without challenges, struggles, and obstacles, there is no strength, no progress, and no lasting success. The very thing that most people try to avoid, difficulty, is the thing that has the potential to make them unshakable. Many people want strength, but they do not want the process that builds it. They want to succeed without struggle, to grow without hardship, and to win without resistance. But strength is not given freely. It is earned through endurance. Every difficulty you face is an opportunity to build something within yourself that cannot be easily broken. When you embrace resistance instead of running from it, you allow it to shape you into a person who can withstand anything. The greatest mistake people make when facing obstacles is believing that they are signs to quit. When things get tough, many assume they are on the wrong path. But resistance is not a signal to stop. It is a test to prove how badly you want it. Nothing valuable comes without effort. Every successful person, every great leader, every champion has faced moments when quitting seemed easier. The difference between those who rise and those who fall is simple. The ones who rise push through the resistance. They do not back down when things get hard. They lean into the challenge and grow because of it. Think about the most defining moments in your life. Were they the easy moments or were they the struggles that forced you to grow? Strength is built in adversity. It is in the moments of pain, difficulty, and uncertainty that true character is formed. If you avoid resistance, you avoid growth. If you run from struggle, you remain weak. But if you choose to embrace every challenge as a chance to become stronger, nothing will be able to shake you. The difference between the weak and the strong is their perspective on hardship. The weak see resistance as a reason to quit, but the strong see it as an opportunity to build endurance. The weak complain about challenges, but the strong embrace them as training. The weak expect life to be easy, but the strong understand that nothing worth having comes without a fight. Strength is not developed in comfort. It is developed in struggle. Comfort is not happiness. The process of growth will stretch you. It will test your patience, your commitment, and your faith. But if you endure, you will come out stronger than before. The resistance you face today is preparing you for the victories of tomorrow. Every challenge, every setback, every hardship is part of the process of becoming the person you were meant to be. You must decide, will you let resistance break you, or will you let it build you? The choice is yours. The strength of anything is determined by how well it can endure pressure. A bridge is tested by the weight it can carry. A tree is tested by the storms it can withstand. A person is tested by the challenges they can overcome. Endurance is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. It is the ability to keep going, to stand firm, and to push forward even when everything in you wants to quit. Without endurance, nothing great can be achieved. Many people start strong but fail to finish. They are motivated in the beginning, excited about their goals, and full of energy. But when they encounter resistance, they slow down. When obstacles arise, they doubt themselves. When things take longer than expected, they lose patience. This is why endurance is so critical. It is the fuel that keeps you going when the initial excitement fades. Strength is not just about starting, it is about continuing when it gets difficult. Life will test your endurance. There will be seasons of struggle, times of uncertainty, and moments when you feel like giving up. But every time you endure, you become stronger. Every time you push through, you prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you thought. The most successful people are not those who never faced hardships, but those who refused to let hardships stop them. They endured failure, rejection, criticism, and loss, but they kept going. Endurance is built in the moments when quitting seems like the easiest option. It is built when you keep working even when progress is slow. It is built when you continue believing even when results are not visible. It is built when you choose discipline over comfort. Most people do not fail because they lack talent or intelligence. They fail because they lack the endurance to keep going when things get tough. The ability to persist, to keep moving forward, to hold on when everything in you wants to let go. That is real strength. One of the greatest dangers in life is stopping too soon. Many people give up right before their breakthrough. They walk away from opportunities because they got tired of waiting. They abandon their dreams because the process was harder than they expected. But the truth is, nothing worthwhile comes easily. Success is not for those who quit when it gets hard. It is for those who endure, who refuse to be defeated, and who keep pressing forward despite the obstacles. If you want to build something strong, whether it's a career, a vision, or a legacy, you must develop endurance. You must commit to the journey, not just the destination. You must accept that struggle is part of the process and refuse to let it stop you. Endurance is what turns dreams into reality, potential into greatness, and effort into lasting impact. The question is not whether the road will be difficult. It will be. The question is whether you will endure until you reach your goal. Those who refuse to quit will always find a way to win. Strength is not built in comfort. Success is not given to those who wait. A powerful life is not created by chance. It is built with intention, discipline, and endurance. You have the power to take control, to build strong, and to refuse every excuse that tries to hold you back. Your foundation determines your future, and your ability to endure determines how far you will go. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow. Every resistance you encounter is a chance to become stronger. Every moment of struggle is shaping you into the person you were meant to be. But the question remains, will you take ownership of your life? Will you embrace the process? Will you build something that lasts, or will you settle for mediocrity? The choice is yours. No one can make it for you. No one else can do the work for you. The moment you stop waiting, stop making excuses, and start acting with purpose is the moment your life begins to change. Success is not about luck. It is about mindset, commitment, and action. So decide today, take control, build strong, refuse to quit. No matter what comes your way, stand firm and keep pushing forward. Because the future does not belong to the weak, it belongs to those who refuse to break.